Okay children, good morning everyone, and today we are continuing the question answers of the lesson seed dispersal. We have already seen the question that some seeds like soap nuts, they have very hard shell. Why is it so? It is because to protect the seed itself from damaging through the animals which stamp over them, or it gets a protective covering over the seed. And also, how are they dispersed? They are normally dispersed by the birds or the animals when they eat. They discharge, the hard shell cannot be digested and they are dispersed by the birds as such. Okay children, so this is how the seeds of the soap nuts are being dispersed from one place to other place. Another question children will see now. So as if the birds and animals, how they disperse the different types of seeds from one place to other place. Now the next question is, nowadays the people want to eat sprouts. List out the reasons why they take the sprouts. Is it clear? So why do they take sprouts? What is the reason for taking the sprouts? In general, seeds like the sprouts which are being germinated earlier, they enhance the vitamin C content in them, and the iron levels in the body can be increased if we take such type of sprouts every day. That's why normally we include sprouts in our diet. Generally, they also enhance the carbohydrates, proteins, fats, a little amount of fat, not contained completely. So, proteins, minerals, and minerals in them. So, generally, we increase these sprouts in our diet where the nutrient content will be enhanced in our body, and also they help for easy digestion. So, sprouts are being included in the diet. One is, the first major reason is we can get all the nutrients that are required to our body by eating the sprouts. And also sprouts decrease the cholesterol level in our body and also enhance the digestion capacity of our body. So the sprouts are being increased in our diet. That is the answer for that question. Next, say children, they ask, this is an activity that you can do it. Collect some seeds sown and sow them in a particular place in your garden. Observe how many days each type of seeds takes to germinate. So you can take up green gram, you can take up Bengal gram, green gram, and observe how many days that each seed gets to germinate, takes to germinate. Groundnuts, and also you can sprout the ragi. That is the ragi seeds also, grains like ragi also you can take, ragi, that, and also the other one is bajra, ragi, bajra you can take, and you sow them in different pots and observe each day how many days, how much it is being how many days it takes for a sprout to arise, and you can know how each seed can germinate well. And further, you know that through these two lessons, that is the seed dispersal and the before lesson about the reproduction in plants, we have observed how the seed is formed through the sexual reproduction and how the seeds are being dispersed from one place to other place, and why they are dispersed from one place to other place, and how the seed is being formed. After the formation of the seeds, how it germinates, what are the requirements for the germination of the seed. The process in which the seed begins to grow into a baby plant when right conditions are available is called as germination. So what is germination, children? What is germination? The process of seed which begins to grow into a baby plant. So, the process in which seed begins to grow into a baby plant under right conditions. What are the right conditions? Right conditions, mainly favorable conditions that are required for the plant to grow. They are the favorable conditions that are required for the seed to grow or to sprout. That is called as germination. It is called as germination. Is it clear, children? So now what is germination? You have known it. See clearly the board, all of you. The process in which a seed begins to grow into a baby plant when right conditions are available is called as a germination of the seed. So you know as well the germination of the seed, how it begins. Okay, now I'll show you how the germination process happens. Yes. See the picture here on the board, children. Here you can see the germination of the seed into the new plant. How the seed develops into the new plant under the favorable conditions. Under the favorable conditions, so during germination, children, the seed germinates into the new plants, that is grows into the new plants. How does this takes place? That is, children, you can see here that when the seed is sown in the soil, when the seed is sown in the soil, it soaks up the in the moist soil. When it gets the water, it soaks up the water completely. Okay, so it soaks in the water, the seed, and what it happens, the seed swells. What it happens, the seed swells. See the picture clearly. When it is sown in the soil and allowed the favorable conditions for it, in the moist soil, the seed soaks in the moist soil and it swells. Okay, and it develops the shoot system and root system gradually. First it develops the root system, that is the radicle develops the root system, moves towards the soil, and the plumule which grows above the soil and it develops into the shoot system. Is it clear? And the leaves, gradually the leaves develop over the plumule and the other parts develop later over the shoot system. This is how the seed develops into the new plant. Okay, children, how the seed develops into the new plant. So first, the seeds that is in the moist soil, when it is sown, it takes up the water, it soaks in the moist, that is moist soil, it soaks in water and it swells. Then the radicle develops into the root system and moves towards the soil. And then the plumule develops into the shoot system and gives rise to the leaves over it. Under the favorable conditions, it receives all the work, that is carbon dioxide, air, water and mineral salts from the soil, everything. When it gets at the right conditions, then it develops into the new plant where it gets all the favorable conditions. Is it clear, children, how the germination of seed takes place? Hope you have understood this topic well. Okay, so this is how the seed germinates into the new plants. This is about the seed dispersal. So dispersal of seed from one place to other place. It takes place by air, that is wind, water, birds, animals, human beings, and also through the bursting mechanism. So this is about the seed dispersal. So once again we revise it. What is seed dispersal? Transfer of seeds from one place to other place. Why the seeds are dispersed from one place to other place? What happens if the seeds are not dispersed? Or the major question that is being asked. Seeds are dispersed from one place to other place in order to get all the requirements that it needs to grow into a baby plant or to develop into the plant, new plant. If they fall under the shade of the mother plant in itself, then what happens? Then there will be competition for all the requirements both between the mother plant and the seed. Okay, so there will be competition with the mother plant for the water and minerals. So the plant disperse their seeds to different places. If the dispersal of seeds is not facilitated, then what happens? They do not germinate, and there will be, some seeds may do not germinate due to the lack of the nutrients for them because of the competition between the mother plant. If such things are prolonged for a longer period, if the dispersal of seed is not happened, and if they fall in the shade of the mother plant in itself, this thing, if it happens for a long period, then the species of that variety of the seed will soon get extinct. Okay children, so the seed dispersal is very essential. So they become extinct. The nature had adopted such a condition to carry the seeds far away from the mother plant and prevent the extinction of the species, of any species of the seeds. Okay, so we can say that seed dispersal is very essential for the seed or the species of that particular plant to continue their race. Okay, so that is the case here. That is the species of the plant varieties of that particular race, means of that plant varieties. Is it clear children? So that is about the seed dispersal we have discussed so far. And hope you have understood well, and you have also known about the weight of the seeds, how it is very important, that is in the dispersal mechanism. The seed dispersed will have a good relationship between the weight of the seeds and dispersal mechanism. Is it clear? If the weight of the seed is more, then the dispersal will also be different. The seed dispersed by the wind or light in weight and has wings or hairy structures, and so they can be dispersed through the air easily. If it is by water, if it is the weight of the seeds is high, they may fall at some other place and they may be moving through the wind currents of to the water currents of water, and they may be dispersed through the water. So the dispersal mechanism will be different depending upon the weight of the seeds. We can say it. So any doubts children, you can ask me further through the questions. Okay, so complete the tables that are given in the lesson and also the question answers at the back of the lesson which we have discussed in your notes, and come be ready for the next class. Okay children.